Hey everybody, it's Governor Gavin Newsom here, and I really believe, I'm not just saying this, that this is a really exciting moment. This is an exciting time for education here in California. While so many other states are distracted by their cultural wars, by fear mongering, we're really transforming, fundamentally transforming education as we know it in California, focusing not only what we've learned academically in terms of what works, but more importantly, learning from the lived reality of students and families. Let me explain, for the purposes of this budget workshop, after all, what we've done in budget terms. Last year's budget alone invested $170 billion into our no longer K through 12 TK to 16 systems. That's more, by the way, than the entire budgets of 48 states. Just absorb that for a second. And by the way, that investment is an increase of roughly $40 billion since I had the privilege to take office. And trust me, it hasn't been that long ago. It's just a few years ago that I took the oath of office. By the way, that $40 billion represents more than the entire budget for Florida and their education system. These investments, by the way, they're a good start, but we know that they're simply not enough. We've got to ensure that all Californians have the skills, the education, and the opportunities to provide for their families, to contribute to their communities, and to solve the crisis that we face as a state, our nation, and obviously for future generations. And that's why I'm challenging all of us to ensure that at least 70%, we haven't had a goal, now we do, at least 70% of working age Californians have a degree or a credential, at least a credential by 2030. That's not so many years. And the folks that are gathered here are best to get us to achieve this goal. Since 2017, and this is why I know you're best to help us achieve this goal, since 2017, the Vision for Success, your North Star, established clear goals for improvement and a commitment to do better for both our students, obviously, as well as our states. So this year, we're finally joining you, not finally, but we're joining you, supplementing the Vision for Success with the Roadmap for the Future. That's a mouthful. A vision for success with the roadmap for the future, but to guide our work together for the next 5 years, closing those stubborn equity gaps and dramatically improving outcomes for students of color and students whose circumstances have put them, well, at a little bit of a disadvantage. I'm proud and grateful for all of your efforts, for your commitment, your faith and devotion to all Californians, and I thank you. And I hope you all have a productive workshop.